question comes from Venezuela,
Esta pregunta la escribió la chica de Venezuela.
and she asks, what is the most precious gift you have given to someone?
Y la pregunta que te hace es, ¿cuál es el regalo más precioso que tú alguna vez le has dado a alguien?
Según mi abuela, fue una carta que yo le escribí cuando ella tuvo una enfermedad y toda la vida me lo ha agradecido y me llena de emoción porque siempre me lo hace sentir y siempre creo que no es lo material, sino el sentimiento que tú le pones a las cosas.
According to my grandma, it's a letter. According to my grandma, it's a letter that she wrote to me when I was young, and it makes me always feel very emotional because it's not what you write, but it's the feeling you put behind it.
Australia, reach in, hand a question to me. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. All right, this is from Amelia Vega, Miss Universe 2003. If you could choose what time period to be born and what sex to be, what would you choose and why?
I'd have to say that this time period, because we have as much freedom as we want, and I choose the sex of female because females have a lot of say in today's society. So I'd say this century, today.
Thank you. Australia.
You go ahead. Representing North America here. Your question is from the Dominican Republic. What is the biggest challenge in your life? What's the biggest challenge in your life?
The biggest challenge in my life is always trying to stay positive. I consider myself the kind of person who always looks at the glass half full instead of half empty. And even though sometimes in difficult times it's hard to look at life this way, I always try to maintain a positive outlook on life. Kapunka.
Thank you.
Questions left in there. Pull one out and hand me the one you think is the one you want.
There it is.
This question comes from the reigning Miss Universe. What is your definition of success?
Esta pregunta la ha hecho la Miss Universo de este año. Y la pregunta es, ¿cuál es tu definición del éxito?
Para mí la palabra éxito es la satisfacción de un ser humano cuando alcanza todas sus metas. El sentirse que ha alcanzado todo lo que ha logrado, todo lo que ha trabajado.
Satisfaction is when the human being has really fulfilled all of his or her goals and has realized all the work that they have done.
Sin importar los obstáculos que se encuentren, porque los obstáculos son una prueba para uno saber que uno puede seguir hacia adelante y que uno es fuerte y que uno tiene todas esas cualidades para poder
Notwithstanding whatever
vencerlo.
obstacles they may run across, because obstacles are something that make you strong and make you know you do have those qualities as a citizen.
Puerto Rico, thank you very much.
Thank you, Puerto Rico.
Is Japan. Japan, please pick out the name of a judge.
一つ引いてください。
Japan has selected judge number 3, Nina Garcia. Your question, please.
Congratulations to all of you. You look beautiful tonight.
みんなとても美しいです。こんばんは。
What is the one lesson you learned as a child that still affects your life today?
今あなたの人生に影響を及ぼしている子供の時の思い出は何ですか？
Hola México. 私は子供時代小さい時からダンスをずっと始めてきました。
I have been dancing since I was a child.
そこで学んだことはたくさんの生徒さん、たくさんの大人の中で囲まれて育ってきたので、
I lived my life growing up among many students and teachers.
その時にいつもハッピーでいること、いつも我慢強くいること、そしていつもポジティブに考えること。
I learned how to always be happy, to be patient, and to be positive.
そして今私がこの学んだことを次の世代の子供たちに教えたいと思います。
And this is what I want to teach to the next generation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Japan.
Venezuela, please pick out the name of a judge. Judge number 7, Luis Lacari.
Miss Venezuela, do you believe men or women have it easier in life, and why?
Señorita Venezuela, ¿cree usted que la vida es más fácil para los hombres o para las mujeres? ¿Y por qué lo crees?
Well, actually, God made us to share and to have difference. But the big difference between women and men, it doesn't matter with the kind of life they live, is that men think, they think that the faster way to go to a point is go straight. Women know that the faster way to go to a point is go to the curve and fixing every curve. Thank you.
Thank you.
Venezuela.
Aún obstáculos que no le permiten a las mujeres llegar a cargos altos en corporaciones. ¿Qué puedes hacer tú para cambiar esto?
Yo creo que hoy en día ya las mujeres hemos superado bastantes obstáculos. Y pienso
I believe that nowadays we women have overcome many obstacles, and I do believe
que ya hemos llegado al nivel de los hombres.
that we have reached the same level as men have.
Tenemos que darnos cuenta que ya no existen fronteras entre nosotros.
We must realize that there are no longer any barriers amongst us.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Buenas noches, Las Vegas.
Good evening, Las Vegas.
Bueno, creo que el Internet es una herramienta realmente necesaria, indispensable en estos tiempos, en estos momentos.
Well, I do believe that internet is an indispensable, necessary tool for the present time.
Y definitivamente tenemos que cuidar lo que nuestros hijos ven, lo que nuestros adolescentes ven. Y bueno, simplemente inculcarles desde jóvenes que, bueno, valores y todo este tipo de cosas que se aprenden en la familia.
And we must be very careful and watch over what our children watch and see, our teenagers watch and see, and we must be sure to teach them the values that we learn as a family.
Para que ellos puedan hacer un buen uso del Internet.
So that they may use internet properly.
Gracias.
Select a card, please. Let's see who you choose as your judge. Thank you. Judge number 7, Lea Salonga, your question, please.
Okay. Good evening.
Boa noite.
If you could change one of your physical characteristics, which one would it be and why?
Se você pudesse mudar alguma das suas características físicas, qual característica você mudaria e por quê?
Boa noite, São Paulo.
Good evening, São Paulo.
Graças a Deus, eu estou muito satisfeita do jeito que Deus me fez. Gosto de mim assim, não mudaria absolutamente nada.
Thank God, I am very well satisfied with the way that God created me, and I wouldn't change a thing.
Considero uma menina bonita por dentro. Tenho os meus princípios, os meus valores.
I consider myself a woman endowed with inner beauty. I have my principles.
Aqueles que eu adquiri da minha família, pois sinto que fui muito bem educada e assim que eu pretendo ser a vida toda. E já agora...
I have acquired many wonderful principles from my family and I plan to follow these through the rest of my life.
E já agora aproveito para deixar um conselho a todos os presentes.
And now I would like to give all of you a piece of advice.
Respeitem-se uns aos outros.
Respect one another.
Bem, obrigada. Obrigada. Nice job to all of you. Ótimas respostas. Respostas podem aplaudir.
Thank you very much. Next up, Miss USA. Please join us. Select a card. And Miss USA, you're actually roommates with Miss Australia, right?
Little friendly competition.
Wow, that's
like
exciting. Well, you chose judge number 10, Jimena Navarrete. What's your question?
What is something you have done that you would never do again?
Okay, well, first I'd like to start off by saying that every experience, no matter what it is, good or bad, you'll learn from it. That's just life. But something I've done I've regretted would probably be picking on my siblings growing up, because you appreciate them so much more as you grow older, you get closer with your family, but everybody fights with their siblings, right? So, but I don't regret it.
There they are, right there,
Thank
waving
you,
to you.
USA. Oh,
They're like, thanks, sis. Thank you, Olivia.
Thank you.
Venezuela, please come and join us.
Dirígete acá.
There's one card left. It's got
welcome
your
back.
name on it.
Thank you.
Hey. Judge number 1, Steven Tyler. Can we have your question, please?
Hello, Miss Venezuela.
Hola, señorita Venezuela.
Hello.
What is your biggest fear and how do you plan to overcome it?
¿Cuál es el temor mayor que tienes y cómo piensas sobreimponerte a ese temor?
Yo creo que uno tiene muchos temores, sin embargo, esto no es negativo.
I believe that one may have a lot of fears, but nonetheless, this is nothing negative.
Yo pienso que los temores los tenemos que sobrepasar y que estos nos hagan cada día más fuertes.
I believe we should overcome all of our fears, and this in turn would make us much stronger.
Y de esta manera volvernos mejor personas. Al momento que asumimos nuestros miedos, somos más fuertes y capaces de enfrentarnos a cualquier reto.
And thusly, we can become stronger persons. As soon as we overcome our fears and we're sure of ourselves, we can face any challenge.
Thank you.
Venezuela, thank you very much. Would you please come over and join us?
Colombia, come on over. Okay. The question, once again, on Facebook, submitted by Maria Navarro Fernandez. She asks, what is the greatest contribution of your country to the world?
¿Cuál es la mayor contribución que tu país le ha dado al mundo?
Pienso que mi país ha sido un ejemplo a seguir para el resto de países.
I believe that my country has been an example to be followed by the rest of the countries.
Somos gente perseverante, a pesar de cualquier obstáculo que se nos presente, seguimos luchando por lo que queremos lograr.
We are persevering people, no matter what obstacle we have in our way, and we continue fighting for that which we want to accomplish.
Después de muchísimos años de dificultad, hoy en día estamos logrando liderar diferentes escenarios a nivel mundial.
Notwithstanding many difficulties we have gone through, today we are world leaders in many different matters.
Y es algo que me hace orgullosa de representar ante todos ustedes.
And I am quite proud to represent it before all of you.
Thank you, Colombia. Gracias.
Please step to the mic. Here we are. Why should you be the next Miss Universe?
To be a Miss Universe is both an honor and a responsibility. If I were to be Miss Universe, I will use my voice to influence the youth, and I would raise awareness to certain causes like HIV awareness that is timely and relevant to my country, which is the Philippines. I want to show the world, the universe rather, that I am confidently beautiful with a heart. Thank you.
Well, please remove Francis' headphones. All right. Here is your question. Name something over the course of your life that you failed at and tell us what you learned from that experience.
Raconte-nous d'une fois au cours de ta vie quand tu as échoué et qu'est-ce que tu as appris de cette expérience?
J'ai échoué plusieurs fois dans ma vie.
I failed several times in my life.
J'ai cru échouer pendant ma première année de médecine parce qu'au départ, je n'étais pas sur la liste.
So I thought that I failed the first time that I went out on a casting because my name wasn't on the list.
Et l'après-midi même, j'ai été m'acheter un nouveau livre de médecine.
And the very next day, I found that I was in a new book.
Je pense que quand on échoue, il faut continuer, il faut se relever. Et je pense qu'on est toutes capables de le faire. Si ce soir, je ne gagne pas, c'est pas pour autant que demain, je n'aurai pas le sourire parce que je fais partie des 3 finalistes.
So I think that when you fail, you have to be elevated and you have to try again and keep going. If tonight I'm not one of the winners, I will still have had the great honor of being one of the 3 finalists.
J'ai beaucoup appris quand j'ai cru échouer. Et heureusement pour moi, finalement, j'ai eu ma première année de médecine.
So I think that I have failed before, but for me, this is the great first opportunity.
Thank you, France. South Africa, please join me. Here is your question. What quality in yourself are you most proud of? And how will you apply that quality to your time as Miss Universe?
As Miss Universe, you have to be confident in who you are as an individual. And Miss Universe is a woman that has overcome many fears, and by that, she is able to help other women overcome their fears. She is a woman that nothing is ever too much to ask for, and I think that is exactly who I am. Thank you.
Thank you, South Africa.